Back to the HazardCast, rated 28 out of 22 stars because it's just so damn cool. Today's sponsor is beer. Yeah, beer. Alright, let's get into this. Tyson is not here today. He bailed out, as he usually does. Bit annoying. Might have to fire the guy. You never know. Might, just might need to fire the guy. Haven't slept in weeks. Been exhausted due to work. A lot of work that I just don't want to do. So that's been that's been hard on me. My voice is fucking up, and I think I'm sick, so yeah, that's just great, just fucking amazing for me. Alright, let's get into this. Last podcast we talked about the situation between Carson and Caterino and Bits. So I don't think Fitz and Kate have had a response yet. I haven't seen anything from them yet, so they haven't really said anything about the situation. But we have gotten a lot of tweets from Carson, and he seems to have gotten past it. I think from what I see, he's not fully gotten over it. Like, it's still something that affects him, but he's able to, make a joke out of it. He's been on a bit of a hiatus lately, talking about 8-Ball. Now, for the people who play 8-Ball, I'm sorry, why? Why? Why play 8-Ball? I'm calling you is shit. I'm all about that 9-Ball gang. But like, just play. So what if? That's just Activision, EA for you. What? Who owns the rights to Tetris? I forgot. I don't know. But yeah, he's been on a bit of a hiatus lately. People have still flooded his messages with love and support because of the whole situation. And he'd lost to Ted Nivison, another YouTuber. Looked like a bitch while doing it. So his response, almost making a mockery of the situation that we were all kind of stressed out over, just only about a week ago. So he's starting to move on, which is an upside. I believe his latest post was, he's been posting a lot lately, actually, more than I would expect a guy. Is yeah, he's still like addressing the controversy. His latest post was just a picture of him when he went camping with the Misfits crew. The caption, "I'm sick and tired of all this bullshit." Me too. Like, 2020 has been a river of shit for me and everyone. 2020 was completely fucked. Oh my god. I made a tweet about it not too long ago. And I made a full chain. It was on a Elvis the Alien post. I just said, bruh, gotta reload the previous save. I wanna go back to 2012. 2012 was pretty good. I remember 2012. I don't remember much bad shit happening in 2012. once you start getting to, like, 2015, 2016, that's when the shit starts to go down. Like, YouTube was in a cesspool. Although, then again, I didn't know jack shit in 2012. I was a little snot-nosed kid. So I didn't really know anything. But from what I remember of 2012, it was good. It was pretty okay. I'm willing to say it was pretty okay. Yeah. And that's why I believe whoever makes a time machine needs to give it straight to me. And only me. Because if you don't, you're gay. You're gay. Oh yeah, the iDub situation. We haven't talked about the iDub situation, I don't think. I think I talked about it vaguely in the last one. But, a couple weeks back, iDubbbz, came out as a simp. An absolute simp. Cuck loser. Beta male. Oh. So yeah, his girlfriend made an OnlyFans account. People who don't know what OnlyFans is, he explains it in his video. It's essentially a website where people can post suggestive photos of themselves, or just straight up, usually very sexual photos of themselves, and they post it on the internet and people pay for it. Now, iDubbbz's girlfriend, which has been in controversy with his fan base for a very long time, actually made an OnlyFans account, and he's supporting the idea. So everyone's calling him a simp, beta male cuck. There are some people that are taking it a bit far, like it's a personal attack. Look, it's his personal lifestyle. If he wants to be a loser, an absolute loser, incel cuck, then he has the choice to be one. It's not you that's getting cucked here, okay? It's his choice. It's his decision. Let him do what he wants to do, even if he's a fucking dweeb for it. But due to this, this big thing that came out about iDubbbz and that, Leafy came back. Leafy was a very popular YouTuber back in before the adpocalypse really hit, and before no one got ads, he left at a pretty good time. He came back and made a 30-second clip, just calling him a cuck, which, it was pretty funny, He had the Sony Vegas starter pack, I think. Or what did he have? I don't know. He had one of those shitty starter packs. But this, got everyone riled up because Leafy hasn't uploaded anything for years now. And it was actually soon after the content cop that was made on Leafy that he left. I don't think it was due to the content cop that got him to leave. I think it's just the environment that YouTube was holding was fucking him over. But bit ironic, Comes back from the dead just to fight his one true nemesis. And then the big thing that got me here is Ethan responded. Ethan from H3H3 Productions. Now, I liked Ethan, a couple years back. I thought he was a good YouTuber. And he was back then. When he came up with the podcast, I watched, the first 100 episodes of the podcast. That was pretty good. And then he just took a downturn for the worst, I guess. I don't know. His content really shifted. And he's a bit out of it, I think he threw shade at the, who's that guy who owns Amazon? And he's the richest person in the world. He's a multi-trillionaire. He is the richest man in the world, and he owns Amazon. I think it's Bezos. Is that his last name? I'm gonna go with Bezos. Bezos, I think, gave $1 million funded $1 million to a charity for the coronavirus, and Ethan was throwing shade because oh, you're a multi-billionaire, trillionaire. Like, why aren't you giving more to them? You know, that's like a penny. That's like giving a penny to a homeless guy. Honestly, if you're gonna talk shit, maybe don't be a bit of a hypocrite. People who don't know, Ethan owns a company known as Teddy Fresh, which is a apparently the cheap way to buy clothes, even though everything there's more expensive than a good pair of Nikes. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is Ethan is a ripoff. Your store is a ripoff. Your merch is shit. It's terrible. Okay. Look, congratulations on the baby and all, but your merch is shit. It sucks. Absolute balls. Especially for its price. I believe me Mudaha talked about it. What is it? What's this game? Some Ordinary Gamers. He talked about, Indian man. The only Indian man I can trust with my technology. He talked about it, and he went into a lot more detail of it. He's just saying, like, he's a bit of a hypocrite. He's a main shareholder of a very up there company, and like, don't throw stones when you're in a glass house. It's very, very irresponsible on his part. I will not lie, very irresponsible. But that whole thing came out, and in another podcast, Ethan talked about Leafy and was just going off his head. He went on a bit of a rant. I couldn't tell if he was serious or not. All I know is he was just being an absolute weirdo. He's changed since I last looked at any of his content. He's very much shifted. And then Leafy responded to this as well with like a 3-minute clip where he talks for about 2 seconds just saying, fat fuck. And like, you can tell, he really does not care right now. He did an interview with Keemstar not too long after he'd made that video. I think on the same day. The video, what was it, an 8-second clip? No, 30-second clip. And, he just said he does not plan on coming back because YouTube is an absolute shithole, especially for the content he creates. He would never thrive. And Ethan even said that on the podcast. He would never thrive in today's environment. But he came back, called Ethan a fat ass, and went along with his day. And it was funny. It was pretty funny. You can't hate him if he's just that funny, I'm surprised he didn't say literally about 20 times. Remember when he used to be around and he just said literally every single time he made an upload? I remember that. It was in I believe it was in iDubbbz's Content Cop. He overused that word a lot. He was very much into that word. Don't know why. Don't really care. But yeah, this has sparked some conversation about if Leafy's actually going to really come back. Personally, I think he's going to come back, but his content is not going to be the same as what it was. And I don't really think he cares about making a living on YouTube, especially with its current environment. No one can make money on YouTube anymore. Like, it's shit for it's pretty much all content creators, even the family-friendly ones, get fucked over. That was after that law passed. And that was annoying for everyone. Even me. I live in Australia. I live on the south side of Australia. And that bitch. I don't live in South Australia, no. I live in Melbourne. Okay. I live very far away from the Americas. That's where the bill passed. But apparently I can get charged for it. God, how annoying is that? What was it, like a 40k fine? I gotta look more into that. They might have changed it. I hope they did. Because I have to go through all my videos and just talk about if they're good for kids or not. And it's not my choice. Because they're gonna look at the thumbnail. Well, like, it's a bot system that looks at it. And everyone knows that the bot systems for YouTube are the most flawed system, just the worst bots on the face of the earth. They're so bad. They're so terrible. And, oh my god. They're not very good at judging what's family friendly or not. So, if your thing says it's family friendly and the bot thinks it's not family friendly, you get a 40k fine. If yours specifically says it's not family friendly and it doesn't, and everything about it's like unfamily friendly, you could still get fined 40k, and that's per video. That's not like the, it depends on how many offenses you have. Like, every video you make, if it's that way, you get 40k fine. You get a 40k fine. No, that's per offense. So every single one of your videos, if it isn't clear on it, you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. And that's just a shame. That's a real shame. Yeah. Moving on. What else am I going to talk about? Guys, I'm having a really rough night. I was supposed to stream on the weekend, and I didn't. I was going to do the podcast on the weekend, but I didn't. I had a very tied up schedule. It was not fun in the slightest, and I gotta do better. I realize that, yeah. I gotta do better. I gotta keep this routine going. I can't stop now. But yeah. Fuck. Yeah. So weekend was a bit hectic for me, so I'm posting this on Monday. I'm hoping that'll be okay with you guys. But yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm a bit out of it. I really didn't want to make a podcast today, but I have to. It is a matter of choice. Tyson bailed. It's very annoying when Tyson bails because I just run. Oh my god, my head runs out so quickly. I just stop thinking so quickly. Like the podcast before Tyson's was abysmal. It was probably one of the worst podcasts I've ever done. Because my script was all scrambled up. Tyson wasn't there. I didn't have anything to break the ice. I was just out of it. I was tired. It was terrible. I hated it. I hated filming that day. And I hate doing it now. So if the quality is very shit on this one, I'm very sorry. Moving on, Jackass. I believe I talked about Jackass a little bit in my last one. I've just been watching a shit ton of Jackass, and it got me thinking. Because back in the day, me and a couple of friends used to be Jackass fanatics. This was maybe 2 or 3 years back. Yeah, we were Jackass fanatics. And we did our own little thing. I think it was called the Wheel of Misfortune. But we always just called it the Wheel of Fuckery. So the Wheel of Fuckery, essentially you had a wheel, and it had a bunch of shitty things to do. That was taking shots of vanilla extract, eating a Carolina Reaper, but the one that would give you an instant win was shoving a Carolina Reaper up your ass. I remember that one. Almost every person that got it bailed out because it was just no. That's a no. You know, I think, I believe, we came up with that idea on the latter years. It was because of a show. I remember it was that Hot Ones interview, and they did it with Johnny Knoxville, and they were eating a hot sauce that had a Carolina Reaper. And he goes, hey, Sean Evans, you ever stick a Carolina Reaper up your ass, or up the boot? That's what they said. So we had that. We also had sitting on a cactus plant, jumping onto a seat full of thumbtacks, having someone lay down and like spread their legs, and someone on our roof would jump down and land directly on your nuts. We had the high five. That was essentially where two people ran at each other at full speed and just slapped each other on the nuts as hard as they possibly could. That was pretty funny. Oh, yeah. that was funny. Like, the concept itself, the idea itself is pretty shit, but the results that we got from it was funny. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Roof surfing. We just have someone on our roof and they surf down onto the floor. It'll hurt. Then we did, a big ramp, which was essentially the exact same thing as roof surfing, but just with a skateboard. I remember my friend, he goes down, he hit the gutter, he breaks the gutter of his mum's house, and face plants the grass. He was alright though. I think he did something to his jaw, but he was okay. And he lost a tooth, actually. I remember that. Yeah, and he had like no tooth. He had a missing tooth. I think it was one of his front teeth that he lost, and he went to school and everyone laughed at him. And then he got a chromatic one, like one of those silver teeth. So that was funny. But the Wheel of Misfortune, looking back at it, I gotta do that again. What I want to do is get some of my friends, and I want to bring that back, because that was just so fun. It was painful, but it was fun. I remember one of the first stunts I ever did was shots of vanilla extract. So what we did was we had a full thing of vanilla extract, and he had two people, and whoever did the most shots of vanilla extract won. I think I did about 10 shots. Oh my god. Oh my god. 21 wanting to try and do vanilla extract, like pure vanilla extract, don't. Just don't. It's so... It burns, but it's so sweet. I can't explain the taste, but it hurt so much. Like, it was the worst experience out of any of the stunts I'd ever done. I did the high five. I think I did the thumbtacks. I didn't do the cactus. I skipped out on the cactus. But it was just the worst. It was just... Yeah, vanilla extract... The vanilla extract shots killed me. Then you did jumping off the roof into a pool. That was pretty basic. You had your share of real basic shit, like a challenge where you had to punch each other in the nuts, and whoever fell down first lost. You know, you had headbutting, where you'd run at each other full speed, head first in each other's heads. That was pretty funny. I did that. That was good. Yeah. But other than that, there wasn't much to it, and we did it for a couple years though. We mainly just did the same things over and over again. 'Cause I remember how it started. We were watching Jackass number 2, and then my friend was watching Rusty Cage, 'cause Rusty Cage has a thing of what does he call it? The Wheel of Pain or something. So essentially, he was very good at crafting things. he made this wheel out of like good quality wood and that, and he painted it and everything, and then we got to choose what we would have on there. Oh my god, man! It was weird. We got weird. We got weird with it. I remember I think we got my friend to buy a blow up doll online, which was the funniest thing, because he had to put his information in, and then I remember we were all there when it came in. He opened the door, saw it, grabbed it quickly, and just threw it inside. It was boxed up, of course, but he was still off his head, because he'd bought a blow-up doll. Forgot what we did with that. What did we... No, we got 2 of them. We just started fighting with them. Like, playing sword fights with blow-up dolls. That was... that was fun. That was alright. But other than that, we just did the same things a lot. It was funny, though. And it was fun. And it's a memory that I want to keep. Definitely. And I want to do that again, just with my newer friends. Because it was the fucking funniest experience for me, and I'm sure it'll be funny for them. So, yeah. Speaking of Jackass, I've been looking into Bear Margera a lot more. Anyone know what Bear Margera is? Bear Margera, Margera was one of the main guys on Jackass. He was he's been like on a bit of a hiatus since 2018. Like, he's been going off his head. I think he went on the Dr. Phil show. I've been looking for it. Bam Margera goes on Dr. Phil. That was fucked. And Steve-O talked about it with TMZ and that. Like, damn. He's really gone downhill. And he said his drinking, like his alcoholism, started when Ryan Dunn passed away. Rip Ryan Dunn, because Ryan Dunn passed away in a motor accident. I believe I talked about that. But that I can imagine that screwed with Margera and probably worsened his situation. But I highly doubt his alcoholism started there, because he had been going off his head since number 2. I think a quote from someone was he was doing cocaine for number 2, and he said, "I'll stop doing cocaine when this movie's finished." Yeah, but yeah. He I just saw him on Dr. Phil. I'm like, Dr. Phil, and I'm like, okay, what the hell? What the hell are you doing here, Bam? Like, he's been on this hiatus for the longest time, and like he's like disowned his own mother, and he's been full on just going crazy. It's been a little wild. It's been a little wild. For this one, so it's been pretty all over the place. I think this is the thing, but I really don't want to do much more. I'll see you guys in the next podcast. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was a bit of a shit one, but I still hope you enjoyed it. If you want to watch more, please subscribe to the channel. Fuck. Why is it so hard to search things up? But I'll see you in the next one. Yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good time, losers. Oh no. I'll see you in the next one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, please. Subscribe, please. I hope you enjoyed it.